7 muscle-building foods under one sucker that beat expensive supplements for seniors. If you're over 60, every single year you could be losing up to 2% of your muscle without even noticing, until the day you can't climb the stairs without holding your breath or carry your groceries without stopping halfway. This slow, silent loss doesn't just steal your strength. It can take away your freedom. But here's the surprising truth. You don't need expensive supplements, fancy gym memberships, or $30 cuts of steak to fight back. In fact, the most powerful muscle-preserving foods are sitting quietly in your pantry right now, some costing less than a cup of coffee. I'm going to show you exactly what they are, how to use them, and why they work better than most things the fitness industry tries to sell you. But be warned, once you know this, you may never look at your grocery list the same way again. Stay with me, because the first food on this list could be the key to keeping your strength, your independence, and your life exactly the way you want it. They call it normal aging. The slower walk, the heavier grocery bags, the little pause before you stand up from the couch. You tell yourself, I'm just getting older. But what if I told you that much of what we accept as just age is actually the slow death of muscle tissue, and it's happening faster than you think? After 50, the average person loses 1 to 2% of their muscle mass every year. That means by the time you hit 70, you could be operating on only 2/3 of the strength you once had. And here's the scary part. You won't notice it in the mirror. It shows up in smaller, quieter ways. The jar that suddenly feels harder to open. The arm of a chair you reach for without thinking. That tiny moment of hesitation at the top of the stairs. And while those moments might seem harmless, they're warnings. Because losing muscle isn't just about weakness. It sets off a chain reaction. Less muscle means slower balance correction, which means a higher risk of falls. Falls lead to broken bones, and broken bones, for many seniors, lead to months of immobility. And immobility, that's where independence slips away. The most dangerous part? It doesn't hurt while it's happening. There's no sudden alarm, no clear sign. Just a quiet, steady erosion of the strength that keeps you living life on your own terms. And here's the twist. The solution isn't in a $60 tub of protein powder or a high-end diet plan. In fact, some of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods cost less than $1 per serving. But here's where most people get it wrong. They either don't know which foods truly work for aging muscles, or they use them in ways that waste half their benefits. That's why, in the next part, I'm going to reveal the 7 budget-friendly, high-impact protein foods that science says can actually reverse muscle loss after 60, starting with one that's hiding in plain sight on the bottom shelf of your grocery store. When people imagine muscle-building foods, they think of glossy steak ads, protein shakes with celebrities on the label, or fancy health store supplements. But here's the truth. Some of the best weapons against muscle loss are sitting quietly on the budget shelves of your local grocery store, with zero marketing, zero fanfare, and a price tag that won't make you flinch. Over the past 3 years, I've followed seniors in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, some frail and dependent, others walking tall with steady steps and firm handshakes. I wanted to know, what made the difference? It wasn't genetics. It wasn't expensive gym memberships. And it definitely wasn't 200 a month supplement subscriptions. It came down to one thing: how efficiently their bodies could use the protein they ate. You see, not all proteins are created equal, especially for aging muscles. As we get older, our bodies become less responsive to protein signals. It's like trying to get someone's attention in a noisy room. You need the right words, delivered clearly, to make an impact. The right protein sources act like a megaphone, waking your muscles up and saying, build, repair, stay strong. And here's the surprise. Some of these megaphones cost less than a cup of coffee, and they've been proven in clinical studies to preserve grip strength, walking speed, and balance, even in people over 80. Yet most seniors walk past them every week without a second glance, never realizing that for under $1 per serving, they could be fueling their body with exactly what it needs to fight weakness and keep independence. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to count down the 7 most powerful, budget-friendly protein sources for people over 60. We'll start with number 7, a small, humble food that many people avoid. But once you learn what it does inside your body, you might wonder why you didn't eat it yesterday. The number 7 food revealed, the tiny fish that outsmart time. Most people wrinkle their noses the moment they hear this name. They think of a strong smell, an oily texture, maybe a memory from childhood they'd rather forget. But for seniors over 60 who want to keep walking without fear of falling, to grip a handrail with confidence, or simply to get out of a chair without pushing off with both hands, these little fish might be the quiet heroes you've been ignoring. I'm talking about sardines, not the fancy smoked kind in gift boxes, not the overpriced artisan tins from specialty stores. I mean the humble canned sardines you can find for about $1. 25 a can, packed with 23 grams of complete muscle-building protein and a dose of omega-3 fatty acids so potent it can slow the silent erosion of your strength. Here's why this matters. As we age, low-grade inflammation becomes a constant background hum in the body. You might not feel it as pain, but it's quietly stealing muscle tissue, making each year feel heavier than the last. The omega-3s in sardines are like a skilled negotiator, calming that inflammation before it can damage your muscles. In fact, research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate fatty fish like sardines twice a week over 3 years lost significantly less muscle than those who rarely ate them. And this wasn't just lab numbers. It translated into real life. Better grip strength, faster walking speed, more independence, and here's a bonus that almost no one talks about. Sardines have soft, edible bones rich in calcium, exactly what your frame needs to support those muscles you're working to protect. It's like repairing the walls and reinforcing the foundation at the same time. Best of all, sardines don't demand much from you. No cooking, no complicated prep. Open the can and you've got high-quality protein in seconds. Mash them into avocado toast with a squeeze of lemon. Flake them into pasta salad for a gentle flavor. Stir them into scrambled eggs for a breakfast that actually fuels your day instead of just filling your stomach. Even 1 can a week can make a difference, you'll feel. And if you think that's impressive for such a small, inexpensive food, wait until you see number 6, a creamy, old-fashioned staple that works its magic while you sleep. The number 6 food, the overnight builder. If sardines are the tiny warriors fighting inflammation during the day, this next food is the quiet night shift worker, repairing, rebuilding, and protecting your muscles while you sleep. It's not exotic. It's not expensive. In fact, it's probably sitting on a low shelf at your grocery store, ignored because it seems old-fashioned. But if you're over 60, it could be the easiest muscle insurance you'll ever buy. Cottage cheese. 1 cup, about $2.50 for a 16-ounce container, gives you 24 grams of high-quality protein. But it's not just any protein. This is casein protein, famous for its slow, steady release of amino acids over several hours. For younger people, quick protein might do the job. But as we age, our muscles develop something called anabolic resistance. They don't respond to protein as efficiently. A fast hit of protein can pass through like a rainstorm over dry soil, barely soaking in. Casein works differently. It's like a gentle overnight drizzle, giving your muscles a constant feed of nutrients right when your body's repair systems are most active, during deep sleep. That's when tiny tears in your muscle fibers are patched, new strength is built, and recovery truly happens. A study at McMaster University found that older adults who consumed casein before bed experienced greater gains in both muscle size and strength, even without changing their exercise routine. Just one evening ritual, a small bowl of cottage cheese an hour before bed. And here's something else. Full-fat cottage cheese brings along healthy fats to help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like D and K, crucial for muscle function and bone health. Pair it with berries for antioxidants, or sprinkle cinnamon for flavor and blood sugar balance. Think about it. Your muscles working while you rest. No gym membership, no expensive powders, no complicated recipes. Just a simple, creamy, satisfying habit that quietly tips the balance in your favor. But while this nighttime builder is powerful, the next food on our list adds something equally vital: energy that lasts all day. Especially for those moments when you need to keep going long after others would sit down. The number 5 food, the steady energy source. If cottage cheese is your nighttime builder, this next food is your daytime fuel tank, keeping you steady, strong, and moving without the crashes that leave you tired and frustrated. Surprisingly, it's not meat. It's not eggs. It's not even dairy. It's a humble plant protein that's been feeding hard-working people for centuries: lentils. For less than $1.50 per pound, you can make meals that power you for hours. One cooked cup has 18 grams of protein, plus a unique blend of iron, fiber, and B vitamins. That iron is especially important. Low iron can steal your energy and strength long before it shows up on a blood test. Many seniors mistake that creeping fatigue for just aging, when in fact, their muscles are quietly starving for oxygen. Lentils also contain leucine, the amino acid that flips your body's muscle-building switch. And when combined with grains like rice or quinoa during the day, they form a complete protein, giving your muscles everything they need to repair and grow. What makes lentils truly special is their long-lasting release of energy. They don't spike your blood sugar and send it crashing down. Instead, they give a slow, steady flow of fuel that lets you garden longer, walk further, and stay sharper without that mid-afternoon slump. Plus, lentils are easy to make in large batches, freeze well, and adapt to so many flavors. From a warm, spiced soup on a winter day to a fresh salad in summer. They're proof that real strength can be built on simple, affordable foods. But while lentils give you endurance, the next food on our list is about something even more exciting. Delivering high-powered muscle fuel in minutes, no cooking required. The number 4 food, the fast-action muscle fuel. Sometimes your muscles don't need a slow, steady trickle of energy. They need an instant rescue team. That's where canned tuna comes in. For just $1 a can, you get 22 grams of premium ready-to-use protein that your body can absorb quickly. And unlike many high-protein snacks that are loaded with sugar, preservatives, or unnecessary fillers, tuna is pure, clean fuel. Here's why this matters for older muscles. As we age, the efficiency with which we turn protein into muscle starts to drop. That's why having a source of protein that's highly bioavailable, meaning your body can digest and use almost all of it, is a game changer. Tuna does exactly that. In fact, studies show seniors absorb fish protein like tuna more effectively than most other sources. And it's not just about muscle size, it's about function. Quick, high-quality protein helps you maintain the kind of strength you actually use every day. Standing from a chair, carrying groceries, climbing stairs. It's also incredibly practical. No stove, no long prep time. Just open, drain, and you're ready to eat. Pair it with whole grain crackers for lunch, mix into a salad, or even make quick tuna patties with an egg and herbs. The best part? Rotating tuna with other canned fish like sardines or salmon keeps your meals interesting while giving you a wide range of nutrients. But while tuna delivers speed, the next food we'll explore has something tuna can't match. A powerful synergy of nutrients that makes every workout, every walk, and even every night's sleep more productive for your muscles. The number 3 food, the all-in-one strength package. Imagine if there were one simple, affordable food that packed muscle-building protein, brain-boosting nutrients, and bone-protecting vitamins all in one. No mixing powders, no swallowing pills, just nature's own perfect package. That's exactly what you get with eggs. For around 20 cents each, eggs give you 6 grams of complete protein, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build muscle. But here's the secret most people don't know. Half of that protein, along with key nutrients like vitamin D, choline, and healthy fats, is in the yolk. Skipping the yolk means throwing away the very elements that help your body fully use the protein in the whites. Vitamin D is especially critical for seniors because it's directly linked to muscle performance and balance. Stronger muscles mean fewer falls, and fewer falls mean more independence. Choline in the yolk supports your brain, helping maintain the mind-muscle connection, so every movement stays sharp and coordinated. And unlike many protein sources, eggs are incredibly versatile. Scrambled with vegetables for breakfast, poached over whole grain toast, hard-boiled for a portable snack, they fit into your day effortlessly. Plus, modern research shows that for most people, moderate egg consumption doesn't raise heart disease risk the way once feared. Think of eggs as your foundation food, reliable, affordable, and quietly powerful. But while eggs give you everything in one neat little package, The next food takes strength building to a whole new level by feeding your muscles both instantly and for hours afterward. And once you hear what it is, you may never look at your grocery cart the same way again. The number 2 food, the day and night muscle protector. Some foods give you a quick burst of muscle fuel, and then it's gone. Others release their nutrients slowly, giving your body a steady supply for hours. But what if you could have both in one bowl? That's the magic of Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is unique because it delivers fast-digesting whey protein, which your muscles use right away, and slow-digesting casein protein, which feeds your muscles gradually, even while you sleep. This double action effect means you're repairing and building muscle not just during the day, but all through the night's recovery window. It's also loaded with probiotics that keep your gut healthy. And here's the little-known truth. A healthy gut helps your body absorb more protein and reduces inflammation, one of the biggest hidden threats to muscle in older adults. That means every spoonful is doing double duty, nourishing your muscles and improving your body's ability to use that nutrition. The calcium in Greek yogurt strengthens bones, giving you the stable framework that muscles need to work at their best. And unlike many high-protein foods, it's incredibly versatile. Blend it into smoothies, pair it with berries and nuts, use it as a creamy topping instead of sour cream, or make it into a savory dip with herbs and olive oil. For less than $1 a serving, Greek yogurt is like hiring 2 personal trainers, one who works hard during the day and one who quietly keeps at it while you rest. But even this powerful duo can't match what's coming next. A humble, overlooked pantry staple that could be the single most cost-effective muscle builder in the world. The number 1 food, the humble powerhouse. Sometimes, the most powerful allies in your fight for strength are the ones hiding in plain sight. No glossy labels, no celebrity endorsements. Just a bag of dried beans sitting quietly in your pantry, waiting to change the way you think about muscle health forever. For less than $0.10 per serving, dried beans deliver a solid punch of plant-based protein, steady energy from complex carbs, and a wealth of minerals like magnesium and potassium that keep muscles firing smoothly. But their real secret weapon? Fiber and anti-inflammatory compounds that protect your muscles at the microscopic level, creating an environment where strength can actually grow instead of erode. Studies tracking older adults for years have found that those who regularly ate beans didn't just maintain muscle mass. They stayed more independent, avoided dangerous falls, and recovered faster from everyday strains. The combination of protein, minerals, and inflammation-fighting polyphenols works quietly but relentlessly, like a skilled craftsman building a structure that will stand for decades. And here's the beauty. Beans are endlessly adaptable. From hearty soups to vibrant salads, creamy spreads to savory stews, they can slip into almost any meal. Cook a batch once, freeze portions, and you've got ready-to-go muscle-building fuel for weeks. The truth is, building and protecting muscle after 60 doesn't have to be expensive, exotic, or exhausting. Sometimes it's as simple as trusting the foods that have been nourishing generations and letting them keep you strong for the years ahead. And as you've seen today, strength isn't about buying the latest supplement or chasing the most expensive superfood. It's about making a small, smart choices every single day. And there's one more choice you can make right now: to share this gift of knowledge with someone you love. Strength, independence, the freedom to move without fear. These are not luxuries. They are your birthright. And the path to keeping them isn't hidden in a pill bottle or a pricey powder. It's in the simple, nourishing choices you make day after day. Maybe it's opening a can of sardines for lunch instead of skipping protein. Maybe it's adding a spoonful of Greek yogurt to your morning berries. Or maybe it's simmering a pot of beans on a quiet Sunday, knowing each bowl is a step toward a steadier, stronger tomorrow. These choices aren't just about muscles. They're about the life those muscles allow you to live. Holding your grandchild without strain, walking through the park without stopping, rising from your favorite chair without hesitation. So here's my challenge to you. Start with just 2 of these foods this week. Notice how your body feels, and when you see the difference, the strength returning, the energy lasting longer, pass it on. Share this with a friend, a neighbor, or someone you love who might think it's too late to get stronger. Because it's never too late. Your body is ready to respond. All it needs is the right fuel and the steady promise that you believe in its ability to thrive. You deserve that strength. You deserve that freedom. And together, we can make sure you never lose it.